Hey everyone, welcome to Old Iron Garage. Thank you for tuning in. So this evening, I am still sitting in the truck. Just got back from a little road trip, a little over 2 hours north, and then back again. I went and picked up something I've been after for a long time, but it's not a huge necessity, so I've been waiting for the right deal to come along. I've been waiting for years now. I finally found one. The deal was right. I talked about it in one of my last two videos that I just uploaded, actually. And that would be a Wisconsin TFD engine. I would have rather had... There's like 3 different versions of this engine, all based on the same design. But it's an inline twin cylinder. I would have rather had the one that is like 18 horsepower. But I just bought the first one that came along for the right price. So this one was listed on Marketplace for $75, and I started watching it. I looked it up the town, and it was a couple hours north. And kept watching it on Marketplace. It was still available. Price dropped to $50, and after some more time, I eventually messaged the guy about it, and I'm glad I did, because I told him, maybe next month I would like to make a trip up there for it, and he said it won't be here anymore. He said, I'm cleaning out my parents' property, and in another couple days, if nobody buys it, it's going to the scrapyard. He said, I said, well, I wasn't really prepared financially for a road trip this weekend, but if you'd come down even more in price, maybe down to like $25, I would make the trip and get it. He said, well, shoot, I'll let you have it for $20 if you come get it yet this weekend, and I got a lot of other stuff you can look through, and there's a lot of stuff that's getting thrown out or scrapped, and, anything else you find is free. So I made the trip, and I want to show you what all I found. So here it is. It is all ratchet strapped down, and it's like 200 pounds, I think, or close to 200 pounds, so I don't really have any intention of trying to move it around to show you guys. I can show you in better detail at a later time when I make another video and I actually start to dive into this thing. But, yeah, that's it. It's big, it's heavy, and it is a workhorse, and I intend to bring it back to life. On the other side, right about there, you can see this wheel, this round thing. That is a hand start wheel. You grab it and you spin the engine in the correct direction, and that's how you start this engine. Some had electric start. I think some had like a hand crank thing, and stuff like that. This one has the hand wheel start. That may change later on to electric start, depending on what I decide to do with this. I do not know yet for sure. I have an idea about possibly dropping this thing into like a Boland's medium frame tractor, like if I can find a steal of a deal on a nice tractor that has a blown engine or no engine but is otherwise complete, maybe. But I don't know. I'm a long way away from that, so I'm not worried about that right now. But anyway, yeah, this is it. I haven't looked at it too much. I just looked at it, said, yep, I'll take it. But it does spin over. The carburetor throttle shaft has quite a bit of play. It's hard to hold the camera still enough to tell. The throttle does somewhat move. The choke is here. That moves. There's the plug wires. They are looking pretty rough. So I'm just going to plan on ordering a new set of plug wires. I'm going to try to find some around the garage on other engines to use until I know for sure that this thing's going to be any good. But I'm going to order new plug wires, new spark plugs. I'm just going to use what I can find around the garage to try to get this thing going at first. But if it's going to be a good running engine, new plug wires, new spark plugs, stuff like that. It's missing the oil bath air cleaner. I found a bunch of those on eBay, so I will, if it's going to be a good running engine, I will get one of those. So I think that's where it would bolt to, maybe. And here's a bracket of some sort. I don't know what that's for. I'm gonna put that right back where it was. Seems like there's a mouse nest in there. So anyways, let's move on. So you see this tiller over here, this cheap little front tine Husky tiller. I did not buy this to fix up. I bought this just for the 5-horse Briggs that's on it, and that's it. The rest of it is going to go in the scrap pile. It's going to go to scrap. Might save little bits off of it, like this knob here. I have a use for that, stuff like that. But most of the tiller is going to go to scrap. What else did I find? Oh, I almost forgot. This is super cool. Totally forgot I even got this. And like I said, the other stuff was free. The Wisconsin I paid $20 for, which is a steal of a deal. If you know, you know. Like, they don't go for an absolute fortune, but they sure go for a lot more than 20 bucks. In a lot worse shape than that. So, anyways, this chainsaw, it pulls over. It has compression. I'm hoping it has spark. Never seen one of these before. Caster. Conigliano, Italy. This brand is actually a rebrand for, excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, but Alpina, which is an Italian chainsaw brand. I don't know what all else they make, but I know they make chainsaws, and that's about the extent of my knowledge of them. Looks like this is probably the air filter. Choke. Run and stop. Here. Throttle hold. And your safety for your throttle. Yeah, you can't pull it unless you do that. There is, oh. Wait. Okay, that looks like an adjustment for your oil for your bar and chain. Automatic oil regulator. You know, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that stuff. But this looks to be a promising little saw, which that is going to get flipped. That's going to get fixed up and sold if it's worth fixing up. If not, it'll get sold as is. And the last thing, this is in no way, shape, or form related to my channel. Oh, I did happen to grab this. This was just laying around. There was another older front tine tiller with like a 5-horse vertical shaft Briggs. I kind of wanted the engine, but didn't want to take the whole tiller, and the engine looked rough. There's also a recoil pull start recoil cover off of that engine in here somewhere. There it is. But bunches of old canning jars, different kinds. Then there's, you know, the blue ones. Some people collect those. We may use them. We need canning jars, so we may use them. We may sell them. Then there's a bunch of these that have like the snap on lever thing and the glass lid. Bunches of those. There's this basket. That big box. And then another box over there. This whole back cargo area is mostly full of old canning jars. I did sort through and pick out the better ones. In here I didn't sort through. I know there's at least one broken one down there. And I did not sort through that box. But that box is all sorted through. But I know that most of what's in that box and this basket is good and what we're looking for. We won't can with these. These we're going to clean up and keep a few. The wife wants to use them around the house for decor. Put candy in, something like that, you know. I may use one for a change jar. I don't know. But most of these are going to get sold. We did get a bunch of these type lids. These old, can't even read what that says. It does say something on that. I forget I don't know if it's ball or what, but these old style canning jar lids. And not a bunch of them. We got a good handful of them, but we got some smaller jars too, like a few little jelly jars. And oh, there's one thing that's not a canning jar, but this was super cool. So we did pass through Battle Creek, Michigan. We were not super far from Battle Creek, Michigan, the location we went to. I found this old milk jar. Battle Creek Milk Pasteurized Cream. Creamery Co. Ltd. Super cool. Not broken or chipped or anything. That's really cool. I'm at the in-laws right now. I'm gonna go show them. But anyways. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like the video, you like to see stuff like this, hit that thumbs up button. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any info on these Wisconsin TFD engines that you think might be useful to me, drop a comment. Let me know. I'm new to them. I know a little bit about them, but not enough. So I just plan on learning as I go. Yeah, if you like the kind of content you see in this channel and you have not yet, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.